Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Leo. What does Leo need to know? Clarity, please. All right, so we have a Judgment, Five of Cups. So there's someone here who kind of feels like there's not a lot of hope. This is also someone making a decision, but it's someone here who's releasing something here. So someone here who felt there wasn't a lot of hope, maybe now feeling like there's hope. Yeah, we have an Emperor. Emperors often have to make something happen. Yeah. This is a person, there's been some sadness here, but it has to do with, could be someone who made a bad decision at some point in the past, but this is someone who I feel is going to make this happen because it is a decision. It's about healing and releasing. Yeah, this is someone feeling pretty enthusiastic here. So you can see this is someone who, could be someone who kind of rushed in and maybe backed out. But I feel like this is someone who felt like there was no hope. They're releasing it. I do see possibility of some of you having a reconciliation, but somebody doesn't really see any hope there. Okay, for reconciliation. This to me looks like a person who's kind of, it's a person who feels there's no hope, and then now we have someone here who's feeling really enthusiastic. So yeah, and there it is. Someone here is, it's a little stuck energy, and someone here is not quite sure possibly what they want, but it's a person who maybe feels they missed an opportunity. It is possible someone here feels they missed an opportunity. But it's an energy of someone becoming very self-aware. I feel it's a person feeling enthusiastic where they didn't. Yeah, because I do see, possibly some of you are dealing with an Aries. I do see a little Sag energy, but it has to do with someone reflecting on the past. See one last look over their shoulder. Someone's leaving something behind. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of hope of reconciliation. Someone's feeling more enthusiastic about moving forward here and going down a whole new path. Someone's ready to go down a whole new path. This is someone just living in the moment here. So there was a little stuck energy. It's a person just kind of keeping it all in. They're just kind of sitting in there. See, it's about looking at this cup, this opportunity. Should I take this opportunity? Often it's someone who feels, well, I don't know. Yeah. But it is about interest. See, this is about interest. I think it's someone who's lost interest in reconciling with someone. But it has to do with someone who kind of needs to take that leap of faith here. Yeah, see, it's all about change. This is someone moving on from a situation. It's time for change. It's someone who sees if there's reconciliation, things may never change. But it is somebody here. It has to do with not wanting to miss an opportunity. But it's a cup that's being offered. So there's definitely interest. Wow. Some kind of interest. Someone's interested here. My goodness, let's have a look at Judgment. Yeah, to me it looks like out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, it has to do with putting in effort. It has to do with building. Someone here maybe didn't put in a lot of effort. It could be a person who made a bad decision in the past. They, there could be a little regret here because, it could be a person who rejected someone because they were busy working or they didn't put in effort, see a bad decision. But I feel like it's somebody, it has to do with someone's priorities here as well. But it's a person who I do feel is definitely, and I do see this energy as someone being very self-aware. Somebody wasn't aware of something before that they're aware of now. Like I say, it's usually about self, but it's about not wanting to miss this opportunity. I think it's somebody moving on. I feel like it's time for a whole new path. I really feel like if there is somebody here wanting reconciliation, it is about making someone a priority and putting in effort. This is someone who's definitely in that energy. Tell me about the Five of Vessels. Yeah, it's a little confusion, illusion, things that are unknown. This is someone going deep within their emotions here. Yeah, feeling a bit confused. And I feel that in the reading. Tell me about the Emperor. This has to do with someone putting in effort, clearing something up. This is someone who's a little bit of a dark shadow hanging over them, that dark cloud. So it is about clarity. Tell me about the Emperor. What does the Emperor want? What does the Emperor want? Happiness. To be fulfilled, yeah. To put themselves out there, to be happy, to be emotionally fulfilled. This is someone seeing the bigger picture here. I see what's going on. Yeah. Confusion, illusion. See, often this is someone who knows when things are confusing and things are hidden, secrecy, whatever it may be. So someone who's been doing a little inner work too. See, doing their inner work, becoming more self-aware. But it is about wanting to be happy. See, someone wanting to put themselves out there. So I do feel it is about getting out there. It is about going down this path. Yeah, if it is somebody here wanting reconciliation, I don't feel like this person sees a lot of hope in that. Because of the world. Like if somebody comes back around, will they ever change? See, that's what they're looking at. But this is something that's changed this person forever. And I do feel, some of you have a person. I do see Aries, I do see Sag, I do see a lot of Cancer energy here, some Libra. So it's somebody trying to be logical. It's about priorities, but it's about putting in effort. Someone may have made a bad choice in the past, didn't put in enough effort. But it could be where work was a priority. Yeah, so there it is. Cooperating, compromise, and compatibility. This is someone ready to go down a new path. It is out with the old, in with the new. Someone who's done their inner work. It's an Emperor. Yeah. This is someone looking at what makes them happy. See, they know what they want, what makes them happy, what fulfills them emotionally. It's about cooperating, compromise, and compatibility. The things two people have in common. But it's an energy of this person going to create the opportunity. This person, I feel, is going to create an opportunity. Yeah, see, it's the Emperor. Look what just come out. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I do see an energy of a house, a home. Two people working together, living together, being together. It's all about spending time. But yeah, this is someone creating an ending. So this is something that's over. Someone's finished with a situation. It's done. Now, it could be a work situation as well. So, but yeah, I don't think this is someone who sees hope in reconciliation, if that's what somebody's wanting, because they're making a decision. This is someone who knows what makes them happy. So there's an ending, and endings lead to new beginnings. So I do see cooperating, compromising, getting together, spending time together. Someone's working on their house, home, their financial foundation. Yeah, it's an Emperor. The Emperor's ending a situation. It's done. So this is someone who's created the ending. They made this ending stick, basically. Yeah. Something is against this person's best judgment, you see. Yeah. So there is, yeah, it's an energy of someone rising like the phoenix. It's over. It's a painful period in someone's life that's over. This is someone creating the opportunity, but they're creating this path, going down this path. And they know it's about cooperating, compromise, and compatibility. See, they're working on their house, their home. This is someone who's kind of, I feel, in that almost like preparing here. But yeah, because there's definitely the energy of interest. Patience paying off, interest. Somebody interested. What someone's interested in. Are they interested in the same things? The things you have in common? 7. This is someone who's lost interest in someone else. And it could be this person seeing that way with yourself. It's hard to say, but yeah. See, there's judgment again. Out with the old, in with the new. So someone definitely, I mean, this is someone who's definitely done their inner work. And there definitely was some sadness here. So the Fool is about this person leaving this behind. See, making the decision. So someone ready to live in the moment, ready to take a leap of faith. See, there's the opportunity. This person's coming in to offer you a cup. Now, if it is a reconciliation, like I say, this is someone doing inner work. So there's a little bit of fear, maybe a fear of rejection if it is a reconciliation. But to me, it's somebody just kind of shedding and releasing letting go, making this life path decision. See, going down this path, looking at the things you have in common. So it could go either way here. See, someone making better decisions. Yeah, like people here. So there's some sort of good news. See, it's about interest. See, this is someone interested in something here. This is someone showing interest. But it's the things you have in common. I see people talking, collaborating, getting together. So there's an opportunity. See, this is someone who may have missed an opportunity before because they were either focused on work or they were worried about rejection. But it's also an energy of a person who may have felt pressured, under a lot of pressure. But it's a person feeling enthusiastic. There's no doubt about it here. Yeah, if it is this person, if you're dealing with someone here, Leo, that there's a possibility they could have a reconciliating with someone, I don't see there being any hope. Because this is about going down this path, people talking, collaborating, getting together, creating opportunity. This is someone who sees opportunity, but they're about to create the opportunity. And there's the cup coming your way here. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Yeah, see, someone feeling lonely, lack. See, there's something negative. It's about leaving that behind. This is about releasing it. Out with the old, in with the new. See, somebody who ghosts someone, rejects them. So they're letting this all go because there's good news. But it's definitely an energy of being lonely, someone who lives alone. Yeah, but this is someone feeling positive, people talking, let's get together. See, it's about creating the opportunity to get together. They're going to take this opportunity. Yeah, they feel confident too. See, taming the beast. Yeah, there could be a reconciliation for some, but others of you, I just feel like someone feels like there's not a lot of hope. I mean, it could be where someone had ended something. I wouldn't be surprised at someone who had just ended something. And they maybe at first felt there was a little hope. There was a lot of confusion about, maybe there was going to be a reconciliation, but I don't feel like there was. No, because this is someone getting out there. See, collaborating, getting out, being more social. Someone taming the beast within themselves. So this is someone who's done a little inner work as well. It's about putting in effort. But I do see the energy of change. Yeah, see, being patient, investing. See, there's interest. There's someone just putting themselves out there, seeing who's interested. But I do feel like we have, look at that, Leo, taming the beast. Just be patient here. This person's interested. I do feel they're talking to people about you. Yeah, see, there's a spark, there's desire, there's an attraction. Yeah, so there's that attraction, a passionate new beginning. Somebody here is alone. This is about someone getting someone alone too. Yeah, wanting to be alone with someone. But this is someone who's kind of in that energy of it's not someone who wants to be alone. It's about getting someone alone. See, interest, there's interest, but there's patience. There's a need for patience, hoping patient pays off. So to me, it looks like timing, something to do with the timing. So it's creating change, a whole new chapter. Someone's ready for a whole new chapter. Yeah, it could be if you connected with someone, and yeah, it could be there could be a reconciliation, but it's if you connected with someone at a particular time where they were really busy focusing on work, or they had just ended a situation. See, this is someone rising like the phoenix from the ashes. See, the sun starting to shine. Something is over. So no, there wasn't a reconciliation, but there was confusion. Tell me about the Emperor. To me, it's looking like there was irreconcilable differences. Yeah, somebody at a crossroads, see, between two worlds, neither here nor there. So this is somebody choosing this path, choosing the one. They're choosing the right path. Someone's trying to make the right choice decision. It is a person, and what they want is to be happy, to be emotionally fulfilled. So this is someone who's been kind of doing that inner work. And it is about getting out there too. But there's the wand. See the path they were on? That path is over. Now it's a whole new path. So this is someone taming the beast, feeling confident, but I feel like it's yourself, just because it has let this person take a leap of faith. Let them do what they need to do. You know, I see two people checking each other out. See a little pause, looking at things from a whole different perspective. So this lack of negativity is gone. This is someone who's seeing truth in a situation, speaking the truth. There's definitely some Libra, someone with some Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy. Yeah, they're learning the truth. This is someone who's very gracious, calm, patient, someone who's stable. But it's about the two of you coming together. See, this is someone who looks at someone and looks away. So I felt this person kind of felt like, well, maybe they're not really interested. See, they're looking for clarity, for truth, but it's talking to people. They're learning the truth. Yeah, it's often a person who's kind of private too, but you can see there's a spark desire. It's been finding someone attractive, but it has to do with seeking truth. This is someone who needed to hear some truth before they can make a decision, or it's yourself in that energy. But it's just about being grounded, being patient, taming the beast within yourself. Yeah. Interesting. But yeah, I see change. This is an energy of someone moving forward, but it's someone leaving something behind, the old path. It's time to go down this path. But it has to do with a person here, I feel, who's starting to feel more and more enthusiastic. But it's telling you not to rush. See, this is about not rushing. This is often someone who likes to be friends first. It's about getting comfortable. It could be someone who made someone feel a little uncomfortable. They may have rushed in too quickly. So that's all about being patient. Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles is a person who sometimes likes to be friends first. Company, companionship. See, there's people here. I see people talking, collaborating. And I do think someone's creating opportunity. This could be someone hosting something. Maybe a friend, someone in the social circle. See, there's something about this social circle. Someone who keeps their circle kind of small. But it has to do with someone hosting something. Yeah. Hostess with the mostess. Let's have a look at strength, because this is someone creating opportunity by cooperating and compromise and collaborating with people. So there we go. Yeah, there it is. See, somebody popular, the star. But this is about learning that the feelings are mutual. So there's a mutual friend or someone they're working with to make this happen. Emperors make this happen. This is coming up with it's about creating the opportunity to come together. Getting everyone together at the same time. Yeah, this is the thing, right? But it is about mutual friends, and I do see someone releasing things that no longer serve. But I do see someone popular, somebody well-liked in the social circle. Like I feel, and this is also the Queen of Pentacles, someone who knows their worth. And if you are the person who is acting a little aloof, kind of like you weren't interested because maybe you felt a little uncomfortable, because this is someone looking at someone, often staring at them. They like what they see. I don't know, but like I say, maybe it didn't serve. But the whole point is mutual people. See, somebody here is going to host something. So it's saying to be patient. Tame that beast within yourself, Leo. Yeah, look at that. We have someone who's single, enjoying the fruits of their labor. It's just someone making sure, too, that someone's sick, someone doing their due diligence. See, Aquarius, releasing. Someone's letting someone go, creating this opportunity. It's time to go down a path. This is about making sure someone is single, too. We have someone doing due diligence. But this is a person with experience. See what they're expecting. Expectations. It is what it is. This is someone just letting it go. It's going to be what it's going to be. Let's just go with the flow. Yeah, interesting. Wow. But it is about timing and interest. See, someone's interested. This is someone learning that the other person's interested, or that there's another person interested in you. People in that social circle. It's a small world, they say. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a person walking away, seeking something new. There it is. So someone's leaving someone behind. It isn't meant to be. It is what it is. Yeah, because I feel it has to do with the timing. I do think you have a person here who I mean, I'm seeing Judgment twice. So I do think some of you, if you are expecting a certain person, who comes in may not be who you expect. So let go of expectations. Don't expect too much too fast. Be patient. But I wouldn't be surprised that if there was somebody here who wanted to connect with you, somebody may have actually reconciled. But if you connected with someone and crossed paths with the person at a particular time and they were ending it, no, there's no reconciliation with that person. They're letting it go. It wasn't meant to be. But I also see someone looking at this energy of this interest. See two people checking each other out. There's interest. I think some of you got a couple people here, like I feel, if you are the feminine energy. But this Emperor is the one who's leaving this path behind. They're ready to move forward. They're looking for something new. But if you are someone who come across independent, maybe just wanting to be single, this person maybe thought you just wanted to be single. This is often an impression someone makes. But it's now someone seeking something new. Interesting. Yeah, this person's coming in. See, this is a person letting go. It is what it is. It wasn't meant to be. They're coming in to ask you out. And I mean, this is kind of confusing, and I know, but I see two people. There's actually two people here. Or three. But if you are in that Queen of Pentacles where you're just stable and you're just being patient, it has to do with knowing your worth and value. Beautiful self-respect. So does the Emperor. But it's the Emperor is the person who's coming in. See, it's not what you're going to expect. Some of you have been expecting somebody, like expecting someone to ask you out. You've been waiting patient. But it's the person who comes in isn't who you think it's going to be. Put it that way. Yeah, see the waiting. See, waiting for someone, the ship has sailed. See, this is while you're waiting. This is another person who comes in. But the tables are turning. So this is the tables turning. I still feel it's someone that you crossed paths with that was just ending a situation. That's who I feel is coming in, especially if they've been talking to people, because it's whoever it is the Emperor. But it's who you're expecting and what you're expecting. See, this is someone who comes in right. Justice and harmony. Some of you have someone here who may be just not right for you. And it could be while you're waiting for this person, another person has come in. That's what it feels like to me. It's about creating opportunity. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Yeah, you can see someone feeling defeated. See, some of you, there's disappointment. See, you're disappointed. There's been a lot of disappointment that somebody here who you're expecting to ask you out on a date doesn't follow through. But things are still turning in your favor, because if you cross paths with the person who was ending something and it wasn't quite over, they were between two worlds, that's the person. I mean, they could be the one that disappointed you, but I really feel like it's another person. Because you got a person who wants to come in, they want to come in right. Somebody who's been working, doing their inner work, which is telling me Emperor. And then you have another Emperor. Someone who's willing to cooperate, compromise, compatibility. See, someone's learning the things you have in common. See, they're learning about this common energy. And I do think there is another person. And I do think this person knows. People, friends of friends kind of energy. But this has to do with a house and a home. Someone who's very creative. See, this is someone creating an opportunity, a reason to celebrate. I think you got a person who's rushed in and backing out. Yeah, the person you're waiting for, you're expecting this person to reach out, but it's who reach out to someone different, because I'm seeing disappointment. I feel like there's someone who has trust issues. Yeah, because somebody here has a little bit of fear of deception, dishonesty, being manipulated. It's someone who's, and it could be someone who still needs to do inner work, but like I say, take it resonates. I'm seeing two Emperor types here. Yeah, so someone here is just about, see, I feel like some of you connected with someone who wasn't quite over something. They were between two worlds. They had just ended the situation, not quite over it. They're feeling pretty beat up, but this is an Emperor. Emperors don't give up. So this is somebody who's not going to give up. So if you have given up on someone yourself, thinking it's not going to happen, think again, because the tables are turning in your favor. There's change. But if you have a person who comes back around, for those of you as a person who comes back around, I do think there's going to be disappointment, okay? Yeah. But it's such an interesting read. You're going to have to decipher here. Yeah, look at that, the Queen of Cups. See, there's been a lot of disappointment. Yeah, deception, dishonesty, someone who plays games, mixed messages, mixed signals. And that's what I feel for the person who, if you're feeling confused, this is where I feel. If you start to feel confused, anytime something is confusing, it's not in your best interest. If you have somebody who wanted to connect with you and they showed interest and they haven't followed through, see the disappointment? Just let it go. It's something that wasn't meant to be. It's likely something that wasn't in your best interest anyway, but you do have a person creating opportunity to come in, so it is about reconciliation. Yeah, see, this is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Somebody who knows what they want and they go for it. And it could be just one person's an emperor. It's just showing two here, but one of them may just be the King of Wands. But take it as it resonates. It has to do with someone taking a leap of faith. It's telling you to look before you leap. Now's the time to let go of anything that no longer serves, patterns, habits, behaviors. This is definitely an energy of someone who, it has to do with someone who knows what they want. The Emperor just wants to be happy. They want to be emotionally fulfilled. They want to put all the cups on the table. Tell me about the Emperor. Tell me about the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor is someone here, maybe not following through, but if there is two Emperors, one of them knows what they want. So, oh my gosh, it could be more complicated sometimes. But yeah, I see what's going on. Someone a little apprehensive, see, doing their inner work. A little fear of rejection. Because it's somebody who may, if you come across as the Queen, if you are the feminine and you come across as the Queen of Pentacles to someone, it's somebody who's independent, just wants to be single. And then the other person, see, it's letting someone know you're open and available. If you're the feminine, see, being available, emotionally available. But I feel like you got a person here who kind of felt defeated because they thought you just wanted to be single and you weren't interested. Now this person, I feel, is finding out that you got another person. So it's all about this person going to create opportunity. Yeah, so they still could be two emperors. Such an interesting read. Whatever it is you're doing, you're attracting people to you, especially those of you. I mean, it's all about putting in your own effort. So you have to put in some kind of effort. A lot of people are like, oh, there's no one around me, nothing going on. But if you're not getting out there and not making yourself available, then yeah, you're going to be disappointed. So... but there is the energy. See, somebody who reaches out and reciprocates. Some of you have a person that you reached out to. They may have ghosted you, ignored you because they weren't ready. They weren't over something. They may have thought that they were going to have a reconciliation with someone, but that's definitely never happened. It's something that wasn't meant to be. But the interesting thing is that there is a situation that is, and it's two people who are interested. So, but I feel like you've got a couple people who are still interested in you, and that's what's so funny. And I feel like you're going to be having to make a decision. It is either out with the old or in with the new, or this person. It's whichever one I feel makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel safe, someone who's a partner. Yeah, you can see someone crushing a new crush, someone who longs for love, but it's often someone who's generous. They give little gifts. They'll show you they like you. See, emperors will do that. They'll give you little gifts and do nice things to show you they like you till they feel they can trust you. See, trust issues. But it's only because someone felt like giving up. They felt defeated because something had ended. And that's why I feel if you gave someone the impression you wanted to be single at that time, and they felt rejected, defeated, like you weren't interested, I feel some of you may have actually been. The Queen of Pentacles is often how someone projects. See, someone checking someone out, come looking at someone and then looking away. But somebody held that stare. They looked at you. This is what they see. It's everything they could ever want. But they've learned something, so... But yeah, it looks like you had a person who was kind of cold here. At that time, emotionally unavailable. And then, of course, the tables turned, and then it's like that same impression. Oh my gosh, yep. Whenever that moon comes out, there is confusion. And whenever I see that, the best thing to do is to just kind of sit and be patient. Whoever it is, let them take the lead. Let the masculine take the lead. That way you know they're confident about what it is they want, what makes them happy. Maybe they've done a little inner work, but it is about putting in effort. See, often this is someone who will make up an excuse too because they aren't over something. And they often do it because they don't want to hurt someone's feelings. And people need to remember that. Excuses are often because people don't want to... It's somebody who hasn't even made up their own mind. They're confused, right? So they'll make up an excuse because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Because this is someone at the end of the rope here when it comes to an ending. Yeah, feeling beat up. And I do see the energy. And some of you yourselves, you've given up. You've thrown your hands in the air. You just give up. So this is where I feel like you've given up for the feminine giving up. And just kind of being independent, you know. But I feel the tables are turning. Things are starting to go in your favor. You know, someone has healed a time out. They were pinned down by their thoughts, unable to move forward. Does that clear it up a bit for you? Wow, Leo. It's a reconciliation or not, like I say. The King of Wands is someone who generally knows what they want. It is what it is. It wasn't meant to be. This is someone getting ready to go down a new path. Tell me about the King of Wands. Yeah, King and Queen of Wands. See, these are the two people who are going to come together. But we have someone who is thinking things through, choosing their battles. It's about taking decisive action. Someone here doesn't want you to get away. That's why I kind of feel like there's someone who knows in the social circle you got another person coming in. Whoever it is, they need to hurry up. But it's someone seizing the day. See, someone seizing the day, taking an opportunity that's presented. But I feel it is somebody here who hasn't followed through yet. So at this point, literally anything can happen. One more on that moon. See, someone's lifestyle habits, the way they conduct themselves, it has to do with faith and loyalty. Someone being loyal. Making sure you're on the same page. So I feel like we got two people who at some point weren't on the same page. But I see someone planning, preparing. There's an emperor here that is going to create the opportunity to come together with the help of someone in the social circle, a friend of a friend, a mutual friend, or an acquaintance, whatever. And I do see this energy of learning something. See, this is someone who's learned something here. If this is someone who was told by someone you just wanted to be single and they're finding out that you got another person coming in, was it yourself that made up an excuse? Take it as it resonates, but you got a person who's thinking things through, and I'm telling you, they don't want you to get away. And there is another person. I do think, like I say, it still feels the same. Who you expect to come in may not be who you're expecting, okay? So let go of expectations. It's going to be what it's going to be. Yeah, but I do see someone being romantic, giving you flowers, giving you a little gift. But I feel that with someone here who didn't put enough effort, they should have. See, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Someone should have been more romantic. Or they should have done something sweet, something nice for you. Crazy. But the other person's going to come in that way. Well, that's what you're expecting. But I think you're going to be disappointed. And I wouldn't be surprised they will end up disappointed. I wouldn't be surprised too, because the tables are turning in your favor where you are losing interest because it's someone who keeps someone waiting too long. See, a person who keeps you hanging, there's nothing more boring than someone who keeps a person hanging. And that's what I feel is happening. But whoever it is that you're expecting to come in may not be who you expect. Take care, and we'll see you soon.